can build a business, you can build a following, you can build an empire. But if you haven't built the man, you're building on sand. Today, we're not just talking about success, we're talking about significance. This is not about winning for a moment. This is about creating something that lives when you're gone. If you're ready to stop playing small and start playing for legacy, let's go. Step 1, identity before achievement. Legacy doesn't begin with what you have, what you earn, or even what you accomplish. It starts with who you are at the core. Your identity is the foundation upon which every achievement either stands or collapses. You can chase goals, titles, and accolades, but if you don't know who you are, truly know, then everything you build will feel hollow, because the truth is achievement without identity is just noise. It's surface level success. It may impress for a moment, but it doesn't inspire. It doesn't last. Who are you when everything is stripped away? When the money's not there, when the spotlight's off, when no one's clapping, who are you then? That's the real test. Because identity isn't about perception, it's about truth. It's about being grounded in your values, your vision, your mission. It's about showing up with integrity, knowing that what you believe and how you live are in alignment. The problem is too many people try to reverse the order. They chase achievement first, hoping that somewhere along the way identity will form, but it doesn't work like that. Identity isn't a side effect of success, it's the root of it. Without identity, you build from insecurity. You move from validation addiction. You need the win because without it, you feel like nothing. That's not strength, that's survival. Real power comes from knowing who you are before the results show up, from owning your story, even the broken parts, and deciding this is me, this is what I stand for, this is how I move. It's the man who leads from that place, not performance, not pretense, who becomes unshakable. Because when you operate from identity, you don't need the applause to feel worthy. You don't need the trophy to feel accomplished. You don't bend with the opinions of others because you've already decided, I know who I am. And when that man begins to achieve, it's not a surprise, it's a reflection. The external is just catching up with what's already true internally. Step 2, discipline is the architect. Discipline is the unseen force that shapes the man behind the scenes. It's the silent architect that doesn't seek recognition, yet builds the strongest structures in your life. It's not flashy, it's not glamorous, but it's the reason some men rise while others fade. You can have all the ambition in the world, all the drive and dreams and goals, but without discipline, it all crumbles, because discipline is the framework. It's the blueprint. It's what turns ideas into action and action into results. Discipline is doing the thing you said you would do long after the emotion you said it in is gone. It's waking up before the sun because you made a commitment to growth. It's choosing the hard conversation when silence would be more comfortable. It's grinding in the dark when no one is cheering, no one is noticing you, and no one is rewarding you for it. That's where strength is forged, not in the moments when it's easy, but in the moments when everything in you wants to quit and you still choose to show up. People confuse motivation with movement. They wait to feel inspired before they take action. But discipline doesn't wait for feelings. Discipline creates momentum. It's not about feeling like it. It's about being committed to the process regardless of how you feel. The man who is ruled by emotion will always be at the mercy of circumstance. But the man ruled by discipline, he builds his life brick by brick, even when the weather turns, even when the storm comes. It's in the everyday choices, the small decisions no one sees, that discipline lays its foundation. Saying no to distractions, saying yes to focus, shutting down excuses, pushing past comfort, choosing what's right over what's easy. These moments are not insignificant, they are everything. Because every time you honor discipline, you are reinforcing the structure of your future. You are telling your mind and body, this is who we are. This is how we live. This is what we do. Discipline doesn't shout, it whispers. And those who learn to listen, those who are willing to sacrifice temporary pleasure for long-term greatness, those are the ones who last. While others burn out chasing height, the disciplined man keeps building. While others crash from inconsistency, the disciplined man becomes unbreakable. Discipline is the invisible commitment that turns boys into men, men into leaders, and leaders into legends. Step 3, vision bigger than self. A vision bigger than self is the turning point where personal ambition transforms into purpose. It's the shift from living a life that revolves around your own comfort, validation, and success to stepping into something that outlives you, outgrows you, and outshines you. It's easy to chase goals that benefit you directly, more money, more status, more recognition. But that's not vision, that's desire. True vision reaches beyond the self. It's rooted in impact, in service, in legacy. When your vision is only about you, your decisions become small. You're driven by what feels good, what's convenient, what makes you look good in the moment. But when you carry a vision that's bigger than you start making different choices. You endure more. You sacrifice more. You become more because now the mission matters more than your comfort. You begin to ask deeper questions like, who am I becoming for the people who depend on me? And what kind of world am I building for those who come after me? A man with a vision bigger than himself doesn't fold under pressure because he knows he's not just building for today, he's laying bricks that others will one day walk on. He's leading not just for applause, but because someone out there is waiting for the path he's carving. That kind of man stops chasing applause and starts chasing impact. He doesn't just want success, he wants significance. This kind of vision demands clarity. It demands courage because it's not about being comfortable, it's about being committed. It's about seeing beyond the moment, beyond the paycheck, beyond the spotlight. It's about tapping into something that forces you to grow. Because staying the same would be a betrayal to the people you're meant to lead, serve, or inspire. When your vision is bigger than you, obstacles look different. They're not roadblocks, they're rites of passage. You stop taking things personally and start taking responsibility. You stop obsessing over what you get and start obsessing over what you give. You start thinking generationally, not situationally. You recognize that your decisions today are setting a tone that echoes far into the future. And the truth is, a vision that only fits your lifetime is too small. Real vision should feel a little overwhelming. It should scare you. It should stretch you. It should feel too big for you alone. Because it is. That's why it calls you to rise, to reach deeper, to level up. A man committed to a vision beyond himself doesn't just build goals. He builds culture. He builds the kind of legacy that makes others believe they can do the same. Step 4, pressure builds power. Pressure is not your enemy. It's your training ground. It's the invisible force that reveals what's real and exposes what's weak. Most people run from pressure because they think it's there to break them. But pressure doesn't break you. It shows you. It shows you who you are, what you believe, how deep your commitment really goes. It strips away the fluff, the talk, the surface level confidence, and leaves you face to face with your core. And in that moment, you either fold or you forge. Pressure introduces you to your potential. You don't find strength in comfort, you discover it in the struggle. Think about it. Coal becomes diamond under pressure. Muscle grows under resistance. Steel is hardened in the fire. So why do we believe our growth should be easy? Why do we flinch when life squeezes us? Pressure is the tool life uses to refine your purpose, stretch your mindset, and harden your resolve. Without it, you stay soft. You stay average. You stay the same. Everyone wants power, but few want the process that creates it. Power doesn't come from ease. It comes from tension, from challenge, from seasons where everything feels like it's about to snap, but you keep standing anyway. You show up anyway. You keep grinding, thinking, creating, pushing. Even when there's no applause, no shortcut, no certainty, that's where real power is born, not in the spotlight, not when it's easy, but when your back's against the wall and quitting looks like the easy way out, but you refuse to take it. Pressure also clarifies what matters. It forces you to prioritize, to cut out distractions, to stop wasting energy on things that don't move the needle. It's in the pressure where you realize what you're really made of and what needs to go. The excuses, the fear, the need for validation. Pressure burns it off. It leaves you sharper, tougher, more focused. It teaches you to trust yourself, to move with intention, to stop relying on feelings and start relying on discipline, on principle, on internal fire. 5, character over currency. Character is the currency that never devalues. In a world obsessed with making more, owning more, flaunting more, character is often overlooked, yet it's the one thing that determines whether what you build will stand the test of time. Currency can buy attention, but character earns respect. Currency can open doors, but character keeps them open. And while money may move the market, character moves people, and people are the true legacy builders. You can stack wealth, sign deals, climb ladders, but if your character is weak, it all rests on a shaky foundation. No matter how impressive the outside looks, if the inside is crumbling, success without integrity is like a mansion built on sand, beautiful for a moment, but destined to collapse. Character is what shows up when no one's watching. It's the decision to do what's right when doing wrong would be easier, faster, or more profitable. It's how you treat people who can do nothing for you. It's how you respond when your reputation is tested, when your patience is stretched, when your name is on the line. The world is full of people who made money and lost themselves in the process, people who won on paper but lost in life. Why? Because they prioritized image over authenticity. They chased profits but neglected principles. But the ones who truly build something lasting, the ones whose names are spoken with admiration long after they're gone, those are the people who led with character first. They understood that trust is earned slowly and lost instantly. That every choice, every conversation, every agreement, every reaction is a reflection of who they are, not just what they want. Character shows up in the little things, keeping your word, showing up on time, owning your mistakes, treating people with dignity, whether they're above you or beneath you in status. It's not built in a single moment. It's forged through consistency, and it's tested again and again, especially when the stakes are high. The real challenge isn't being honest when it's easy. It's standing firm when there's something to lose. That's when character either steps up or sells out. Money can get you into rooms, but character determines what's said about you when you leave. It's what your children will remember. It's what your partner will lean on. It's what your friends will trust. You might impress strangers with your income, but it's your integrity that leaves an imprint. Because when the money fades, when the applause dies down, when the platform disappears, what you're left with is who you are. And that is the measure of a man. 6, build to outlive yourself. Building to outlive yourself is about trading short-term gains for long-term greatness. It's about constructing a life, a mission, a mindset so rooted in purpose that it continues to move, inspire, empower even after you're no longer here. Most people build for the now, for the next paycheck, the next achievement, the next applause. But when you build to outlive yourself, you're not thinking days ahead. You're thinking decades, generations. You're asking, what will they say about me when I'm gone? What did I leave behind that matters? It requires a shift, a deep internal recalibration, where you stop measuring success by how much you accumulate and start measuring it by how many lives you impact. You start playing the long game. You begin building systems, values, principles, and visions that others can carry forward. That means what you create isn't just for your comfort. It's for your children's strength, your community's growth, your legacy's continuation. You stop living as a consumer and start leading as a creator. And this kind of building doesn't happen accidentally. It's intentional, it's patient, it's often unseen. It's waking up every day and making decisions not just for your benefit, but for the ripple effect those decisions will create. It's saying, this discipline I'm practicing today, it's shaping the example I'll leave behind. This wisdom I'm learning, it's something I'll pass down. This standard I'm setting, it will become the floor someone else stands on. To build something that outlives you, you have to stop chasing validation and start creating value, real value, the kind that can't be measured in likes or income, but in transformation, in legacy. It's understanding that your life is a bridge and your job is to make sure others can cross it. Every lesson you learn, every obstacle you overcome, every time you choose purpose over pride, you're laying another stone in something bigger than yourself. And it's not about perfection, it's about direction. It's about building something so true to who you are, so aligned with your values, that even when your name is forgotten, your influence is not. It's the culture you create in your home, the message you speak into others, the systems you establish in your business, the example you model in your daily life. These are the real monuments, not statues, not headlines, but impact that breathes long after you've taken your last breath. To build to outlive yourself is to live every day with a sense of responsibility, not just to your goals, but to your future legacy. It's understanding that you're not just here to take up space, you're here to leave something behind that makes the world better because you were in it. So now you know, legacy isn't some trophy you chase at the end of life. It's built moment by moment, decision by decision, brick by brick. It starts with who you are. It's shaped by how you show up. It's tested in the dark and proven in the pressure. It's not about how loud your success sounds. It's about how deep your values run. Build the man first, because when the man is solid, disciplined, purpose-driven, rooted in vision, unmoved by storms, what he builds doesn't just last, it multiplies, it outlives him. It speaks for him when he's gone. That's not just legacy, that's leadership. That's impact, that's eternity in motion. So don't just build behind possessions, leave behind principles. Don't just build for now, build to echo. Build the man, the legacy will take care of itself.